I remember when we were at the Blitz, people, the Sun newspaper always used to have, weirdos, would you want your children to turn out like this? But actually it's out in suburbia that people are really weird and freaky. We were in a funny way quite normal and inoffensive. We looked strange, but that was almost to compensate maybe for the fact that we were quite normal inside. I don't know. So here we are at St Martin's School of Art and Design. Well, it was called St Martin's when I was here, but then it became Central St Martin's. But this is where I went through for 3 years, where there was a whole bunch of punks and crazy people. Probably my best friend was this girl called Shan, who's a punk, and she used to go out with Shane from the Pogues. So that was fantastic to be with her. And who else? Kenny Morris from Susie and the Banshees, John Galliano, Alexander McQueen, Matthew Williamson. So many great designers do go to St Martin's.
Phony Beatlemania has bitten the dust. London calling, see we ain't got no.
And the great thing about St Martin's is on the edge of the Soho, so all the clubs were there, and clubs like the Vortex and 100 Club. And just on the other side of the road over here is where Derek Jarman used to live, just in this apartment up here. And of course, when he made the film Jubilee, which was the film all about punk, we thought he was a god. So we're in Covent Garden now, which is in the centre of London. And Covent Garden is where my shop is at the moment, my main shop. And if you'd like to follow me, I'll tell you all about it. Here we make the most extraordinary things. Hats, because they're so expressive, they're fun, they're wild, you can do all sorts of things. I mean, look at this hat over here. I'll just bring it for you. It's so great. It's got this rose made out of X-rays on it. Hi, well, Teddy and I are watching the first cut of the documentary for Antwerp, and here it's part of the documentary is me getting ready to go to Buckingham Palace to pick up my OBE, and it seems great. I wanted to do it because it's a really good record of the work that I've done, and also so many fashion documentaries are completely dreadful. I thought it was a nice opportunity to make a good one. Well, happiness for me is sitting, reading a book about Hollywood in the bath and topping up the water with my toe. Love is a feeling of belonging to something. I mean, for me personally, I'm happy when I am creating. It's a great sort of energy that I'm given and I'm allowed to give out to other people. It's a gift. So beautiful. Look! I was, awarded the outstanding contribution to fashion design because that's so many people, I've trained in Britain and just tried to encourage the whole sort of millinery industry. Whether it's the royal family or punks, everybody wants to look good. It's a great thing that if you can somehow make people happy through hats. I mean, I know it's ridiculous, but why else am I put on this planet? No, it's really weird to think about happiness and what it's composed of. I think maybe, it's about being healthy, about giving and receiving, being loved and loving somebody, being creative. Also, I work with John Galliano and Mr. Dior, and John is one of the most extraordinary designers who's ever existed. John loves hats that tell a story, you know, allegorical hats. Walter is, you know, wonderful. We do mainly men's hats for him, but for him, his hats are really conceptual, and they're really about, you know, another idea, whether it's bears or cartoons or face frames or giant hats like computers. I think ultimately success is about being happy. If you try and pursue happiness for its own sake, you know, it's masturbating.
Forget it, brother, you can go it alone. London calling to the zombies of death. Quit holding out and draw another breath. London calling, and I don't want to shout, but while we were talking, I saw you nodding out.